Hi there, my name is Barry. I'm going to be starting a new series today, and it's going to be on the subject of twin flames. Twice a week, I'll be channeling an entity known as Zardecon. That's what he said his name is. And he'll be speaking on the subject of twin flames. Very good likelihood that my eyes will be closed, so just pay attention to what comes through and don't worry about the fact that my eyes are closed. If I feel comfortable with the connection or the information coming through, and it's coming through very easily and clearly, I may open my eyes. All right, so I will talk a little bit more about who I am and how to contact me after the channeling. Hope you enjoy. Hello, my name is Zardecon. I have had extensive experience with twin flames, both personally, and I've studied the subject intensively. I've been here on the other side for approximately 37 years now, and I died in my early 90s. And I'd say starting at around 23, 24, when I was incarnate, I started studying this really interesting phenomena. I was in the spiritualist movement, probably in what would now be called the waning times, but still I was a spiritualist and went to seances and went to spiritualist camps. Yes, I was pretty hardcore. And within our circles, the concept of twin flame was well known, though definitely not in the wider world. So it intrigued me. At the age of 13, I met my first twin flame. Well, it turned out to be a false twin flame, but I didn't know the difference back then. And it was so intense. My feelings for her were so passionate. God, we were only 13, so it couldn't exactly consummate it. Puberty came much later back then. But still, I would dream about her, and it was crazy. But that opened my eyes. That's also, she died when I was 17. Very sad. But she had the flu. But then I reached out. I wanted to contact her spirit while still being so totally enamored of her. And that's when I discovered the spiritualist movement, or spiritist movement, depending upon how you wish to pronounce it. And I got hooked. I found out about the concept of twin flame, and well, I've been researching it ever since. I was a counselor in life, a spiritualist counselor, for people who were having what they thought were twin flame relationships. Most, of course, didn't know the term, and I didn't use the term, but I helped to educate them. And well, back then, things were much more fluid. So I just set up shop and called myself a, relationship counselor, and had a booming business for the rest of my life. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of information on the subject that I have gleaned. And that is that there are a lot of complexities to the subject of twin flame. There are actual twin flames, false twin flames, soulmate groups. Then there are also concepts where I don't think there's a term for it yet, but these are souls that are tightly connected with ours for mutual growth. There are karmic relationships. There are relationships where each soul needs to release. In a sense, souls are bound to each other because of past life experiences. And the last, and definitely not the least, is that there are souls that we opened up to so fully and so completely that they became irrevocably bound to ours throughout many, many lives. They became part of the soul group, so to speak. Now, there's a lot of terms that I just bandied about. So let me just start with one, which is the most basic in concept of what we're talking about, which is what exactly is a twin flame? Well, in my life, I was blessed after Denise died to have two more twin flames, and one very confusing one. There was Audrey in my 20s and 30s. She and I remained connected for the rest of our lives, but unfortunately, she had to move away, family obligations. And then there was Portia. She liked to call herself Persephone, but her name was Portia. And, well, we were married in all but law. It was not a sexual relationship, but it could not possibly have been more intense. And we were together in soul, if not in body, until it was time for me to pass. She was much younger than me. I was in my 40s, she was 22. So she outlived me in this planet. Incredible connection. We helped each other through so many hard times and grew so much from the presence of each other. But alas, it was not to be. She married someone else, had children, family, didn't live far. We would meet periodically in person. I definitely became part of her family. Her husband and I definitely got along because he knew that there was nothing to worry about. It was an intense connection that was not physical. Though I wouldn't have minded, but she really wasn't my type. I wasn't hers. But the connection, oh my God. And then I had Warren. That was very confusing because I'd always seen myself as a lover of women. And with him, we had a physical connection. I'm a little embarrassed to talk about it because, well, let's just say in my day, it wasn't done, or at least not overtly. But it was intense, it was passionate. It was probably the best sex I ever had in my life. And after a couple years, it just ended, just as suddenly as it began. And it left me reeling, confused, and not being able to understand what happened. This is not me. This is not my life. How did this occur? And then I discovered the concept of false twin flames, which I'll go into more on another occasion, but he turned out to be in that category. No, a true twin flame is someone who you meet is almost like looking in a mirror. except not seeing the opposite, but seeing yourself as you really are. And it's a powerful phenomena because you feel so completely understood. The analogy is like being with a biological identical twin where you really get each other in the most fundamental levels. Twin soul is like that, except like an identical twin, you each have your own souls, but the connection, oh, so many times I would connect and just not need to have words. I'd say hi and she'd say, yes, I know, me too. And we just look at each other. There was really not a need for words. There was this telepathic thing going on. And much of the time, we really communicated telepathically. Yeah, of course, we would get together and we would communicate. I had a telephone back then. I know, because I wasn't doing poorly financially. But most of the time, there was really no need. We both knew what the other was experiencing. I could send her energetic help. She could send it to me. This is with both of the women. It was just amazing to be gifted with two women with such a strong, powerful, it's more than a heart connection. It's more than what you call now a first chakra connection, a feeling of love. It's unity. It's divinity. It's a sense of, I've met God and she's on my side. There's really no words in the English language that can go into the depth of how profound it is to know that you have someone who not only understands, but is absolutely there for you every minute of the day, all the time. If I wake up and puzzled in the middle of the night, she would instantly know. I'm talking about both she's. It can be a bit much because I get one responding to me and then I get the other one responding to me. Or sometimes both were trying to respond at the same time in my head. That would get a bit strange. So I'd hear both presences side by side. Usually they said identical things to me. Truth is truth. But it was an incredibly rich life. And when I was 93, I had a foreboding that my days on the earth would be coming close to an end. And I set up a little, how do I call it? It's not a will, it's a little structure so that when I pass, which of course I did, and here I am, there would still be this information out there. I was in the process of writing it down and codifying it, writing a book, but I never finished it, unfortunately. Probably nowadays it would be a bestseller, but it never got done. There's so much I want to share, both from my own life experience and on the subject of what a twin flame is like and correlates to a twin flame. I have to discuss soulmates, soul groups, so much. But fortunately, the one through whom I'm speaking has allocated me time. He said I can speak to you twice a week, and I will definitely take advantage of that. So I gather my time is up for today, but I hope what I've said in this little epistle on describing my own life resonates with some of you, and it helps you understand. I will be speaking more, and hopefully that will clarify things much better over time. Oh, and just as a little note, my name when I was incarnate was not Zardecon, it was Jimmy. So if you want, you can call me Jimmy. But up here, I like this highfalutin name, Zardecon. It gives me prestige. How stupid. Okay, Zardecon/Jimmy here. Until the next time. Goodbye. All right, Barry back here. Hope that was helpful and interesting to you. I will be posting twice a week. Zardecon/Jimmy will be speaking through me, and it's going to be an interesting ride, I'm sure. So if you want to know more about me, I have a webpage at birthrighttherapy.com where you can read a little bit more about me. I'm a New York State licensed psychotherapist. I do readings, spiritual psychic readings, and I do couples and individuals for psychotherapy. And if you want to get more information about what I do, please feel free to write me at barry@birthrighttherapy.com. And if you like what you hear or have any questions, comments, any particular aspect of twin flames that you have a specific question on, you can either write me at my email or write in the comment section. So until the next time, thank you. And I'd love to hear from you. If you like what you hear, please do subscribe. And there's a little bell icon next to subscribe. Click it, and you'll be notified when the next posting is coming. Well, actually, after it comes. Okay, bye.